All right, this is your next project, Lab 11. It's due next week. All right. Before we do, I want to show you a real quick presentation here. Okay, it's about GPSs. Do y'all know what GPS is?
Yeah.
Everybody have a GPS?
Oh, yeah, everybody
Sort
heard
of.
about that.
Sort of.
I got a TomTom.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yes, that works. All right.
You got an iPhone,
So what if I told you to go fix my sprinkler and that's all I gave you? That file right there. Could you do it?
Go fix your sprinkler.
Yes, if it has the GPS tag in it.
Yes, it does. Well, here's how GPS works. Basically, the world's divided up, okay? And we got longitude and latitude, okay? And we start at 0, which is actually the Greenwich Mean Area. It's actually somewhere out in the middle of the darn ocean out here, I think, is where 0, yeah, right there is where 0 is. So, if we're talking about Oklahoma, we're up here somewhere, aren't we? So we'd be negative 90-something, and we'd be positive 30-something. See that? So it goes in degrees, minutes, and seconds. Okay, and when the example I'm going to show you, if you do it wrong, like if you did, I think the one that we're going to work with is 35 and 97. So 35 and 97 will be right about here where Oklahoma is. Okay, but it's actually negative 97 because it's backwards. Okay, so if you went just 35 and 97, you're in China. Actually, you're right up in here somewhere. So that can really screw things up on you here, okay? So here is the file. I took it today. Files have what's called an Exif format. In other words, there's a lot of data and they are built into pictures nowadays. You all hear on the news about people want to sue Apple because their GPS coordinates are in your pictures. Everything does that. Your Canon cameras do it. Apple, Android, they all do it. It's just that they're only complaining about Apple, which is bogus. But it actually can embed GPS data, okay?
You can turn it off.
Yes, you can. You can. You can turn it off.
Most people just don't think to do it.
Right, so you can turn it off. But I took this earlier today, and I did it, and there's the GPS coordinates. So it's 35. So if we look again, 35 is going to be up above this 30 line. And 97, I see it doesn't show negative 97, but by west they mean negative.
No, you were in China.
I was in China. So you see the 35, 97 right here in the middle?
Yep.
Okay. So 35 degrees, 26 minutes, 41 seconds. Okay. Now, if I gave you a website here where you can actually convert it. So 35 degrees, 26 minutes, 41.40 seconds north, 90. That's a G. 90 debs, 97 debs, 24.48 west. This website right here is what I gave you. Okay. This will actually allow you to convert it into decimal format. So you can actually take that data and just dump it right in the Google Maps. Just put in the 35.444.833 space 97 dot that, and it'll immediately show it up on Google. So kind of handy to do, but there's a couple more things on that I'll show you in a minute. But we can convert it very easily to the decimal. Okay, so where it is, does this look familiar? This is that's where I was standing right there. If you were to go out there right now, you would see a little sprinkler cover on the ground. Okay, so now this is civilian use GPS. It's not perfect, right? But military use. I mean, who is it? Prior to, was it Clinton or Bush that fixed it? One of them, they embedded an error in the GPS signal, just so it wouldn't be so reliable. It was either Clinton or Bush. One of them actually had them remove it. It's still not as accurate, but
Right. The big difference is clock. That determines the accuracy.
Right.
And so they actually embedded an error in the clock on the civilian side
Okay.
of the transmission.
so it would work, but it wouldn't be perfect.
Right.
Right.
And,
So they removed that error though.
right.
So, and it's awesome. I have a GPS in my phone, GPS in my car, GPS in everything nowadays. So, all right. So that's where this is. Okay. You can also convert on Google Earth. You can actually just type it in with the 35, 97, whatever. You can type it straight into Google Earth and it'll go right there. Okay. Windows Calculator also does it as well. Okay. And Windows Calculator is called DMS. DMS to DD. Stands for degrees, minutes, and seconds to degrees decimal. So you can do it with Windows Calculator as well. So a lot of different ways to convert this stuff. Okay. And you need that for this project. Okay.
We do need DMS.
Well, you need to find out where these pictures are. I mean, I don't care how you do it. I mean, you can actually just dump them in Google Earth. I mean, I'll put this presentation up there for you as well. But yeah, you can just dump them in Google Earth and they'll work. Picasa will do it. There's a lot of other programs that'll do it. Flickr will do it for you. there's a bunch of them up there. Okay, so let me continue this. All right, so that's just real short about how GPS works. Okay, now I'm going to show the assignment. Assignment's short as well. Figure out how to analyze some images. I just want you to look at them. Okay, no real scenario this time. Sorry. Analyze the images attached to the Dropbox. There's a 33 meg file up there. If for some reason you can't download it, let me know. It should, but I know D2L has a 2-minute timeout period. If it doesn't download in 2 minutes, you don't get it. So if you can't get it, let me know and I'll break it up into smaller pieces. There's 20 pictures in there. Okay? Yeah, don't use the wireless. Okay, so analyze the image attached to Dropbox. Now complete the quiz labeled Lab 11 under the quizzes area. So basically the quiz is for you to answer the questions. Okay? Update the map attached to the Dropbox showing where the images are taken, or provide me another map, which I'll show you. Just put a dot over the locations of the pictures. If there's multiple, obviously one dot's fine. If there's a bunch taken in Oklahoma, I'm fine with that. Okay? And the deliverables for this lab are the quiz being completed and the map in the Dropbox. Okay, that's what you're going to turn in. Now, I gave you the map of the U.S. I just printed off of Google. I don't care how you make a map, but I just gave you that one. If you want to use this with paint and edit it, everywhere a picture came from, mark it on this map. So when you're done, you should have some dots on there. They're not all from Oklahoma. Okay? So far so good? Everybody with me? So you're going to have to find the GPS. All of these pictures this semester actually have GPS data in them. Okay? Not all correct, but they all have GPS data in them. I also give you the quiz questions, just so you can have a general idea of what the questions are. It's not a time quiz, but for the quiz work, I have to make it so once it starts going. I mean, you can turn it in 4 days late. I don't care. But this way you get a general idea. You know, talking about, something in California.
Some of them have an ellipsis. They don't quite go out all the way.
Yeah, I couldn't make it any wider. But, I mean, you can open the quiz anytime you want.
Oh, it's no time.
Well, it says 2 hours, but you can submit it 4 days late.
Oh,
But
okay.
you gotta leave it open.
Yeah, it's going to stay
You're
open.
gonna have to keep saying, yeah, stay open, stay open.
No, you can close it. You can answer question 1, save, and go out of it.
Oh, you can?
Come in tomorrow, I'll answer question 2. Yeah.
Crap, okay.
But I just did this so you get a general idea of what you're going to be looking for.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, you can look, obviously you need to know the GPS coordinates. You might as well do all that first. And then you can, that way you just don't have to open the quiz 47 times. Okay? And there's a lot of fill in the blanks. With the fill in the blanks, I basically said just give me the file name. Okay? So a lot of fill in the blanks. Again, I'm just looking for the file names.
Okay.
And multiple choice. Okay, select the correct answer below. That'll make common
So we got
sense.
homework and a quiz.
What?
That's a 2-part grade, homework and a quiz.
Well, actually, you know what? The quiz is worth 80. The map is worth 20. So if you just do the quiz, you can get a maximum of 80. If you do the quiz and the map, you can get 100. Okay? But there's a picture of coffee. Which state was the coffee picture taken from? That kind of stuff. That one's fill in the blank. So I don't know. I got pictures all over the place. I was on the web finding pictures all over the place. Like which picture was taken with a Canon PowerShot SX230. Okay? Let me show you how all that stuff works. Now, I also put this tool up there called Exif Tool. Let me...
That's funny. Did you see that post I was talking about? I just
You're talking about Susan about it, I know.
Did
I
you
just
read my
read
post?
about that, yeah.
I said we're
I
gonna
was
fix
like,
and do
what a
something.
coincidence.
We gotta
Yeah.
do something that's got an underscore, at least mine's got an underscore.
All right. This is an executable. Okay? I cannot upload an executable to the Dropbox.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So I renamed it underscore.
rename it.
Rename it back to exe. Okay? Someone in my other class asked me that question. I'm like, are you seriously asking me that? He says, it won't execute. I'm like,
Okay.
no.
I thought maybe it was a contracted RAR file.
No, I did that just because I couldn't
Is
upload
it
it.
called Exif Tool?
Exif Tool. It's in the Dropbox.
Ex-
But it's labeled .ex underscore. Rename it to .exe.
Chevy Volt, of course it's a Chevy Volt.
Yeah, obviously there's a picture. So the way this tool works is really pretty simple. Don't just click on it. Click on it, you can get a blooming thing. So many people say, but it doesn't do anything. Well, here, watch this. You take the Chevy Volt, you drop it on top of it, and there's all the data right there.
Wow,
That's all you gotta do.
that's a lot easier in the program I was using. JPEG and trying to figure out all the commands.
All right, you drop it on there.
Man.
Yeah, I've JSnoop.
And look at this. This file's 2.7 meg. You can see exactly when I took it, the permissions. It's a JPEG. It was Big Indian, the byte off order, the
That's awesome.
Apple iPhone 4S. I had it 90 degrees clockwise. Okay, I have version 5.1. Okay, let's see. Took 1 and 1/7 whatever exposure time. Okay, it was originally created at 3:40 today, okay, which is right before class. Well, a couple. The flash was set to auto but did not fire. So you can see all that
Wait,
stuff.
so what's the trick? Because if there's got to be some trick, because we just dump them all in there and we'll be done. So there's
Yeah, but you got to answer the questions. I asked you things like, who has the brightness value of 2.684?
Okay.
Then you're going to have to go through the pictures and find who's got the brightness value of 2.684.
Okay, I see.
Whole point is I want you to go through here and look at those.
But you can redirect the output. You don't have
Oh,
to
sure.
go to the screen. So
Yeah. I mean, you can
What do you mean?
use the right arrow key and give it a file name, and it'll push it.
actually, you can also, let me show you this. I don't know if you know you could do this, but inside of this window, you
Copy
can
and paste.
edit, mark.
Oh, yeah. Copy and paste it all.
But you gotta press that key because there's more.
Edit?
Then copy. Then I can bring up my notepad over here. Oops,
It makes life so much easier.
there it is.
I really on this last assignment appreciate being able to do this stuff from home.
All right. All right, so there's that. So yeah, but there's tons and tons of data in here. Okay, you can get all the. I'm above sea level. There's a GPS timestamp. Let's see where we're at. Here's the altitude. I was 372 meters above sea level.
Probably Oklahoma.
Yeah, probably Oklahoma. My latitude, there was a 3526, 42.6, which that's the one I used in the demo. And then there's my longitude.
It's not Oklahoma, it's China. That's wrong.
Yeah. Actually, it is because it doesn't have the negative.
Yeah.
But the whole west and south is negative. So you ever see a west, you got to put negative in front of it. You ever see a south, you got to put negative in front of it. And luckily for you guys, I don't use my cell phone on my cruises. Because I could have had a lot of really good pictures. But I don't use it because of, I got to have to turn the data on for it to work, which sucks. But I don't want to pay for it. All right, tells me the image size, tells me everything about it. All right, everybody okay on all this kind of stuff you can find? Field of view is 54.4. Just a lot of stuff. All right, now let's look at that sprinkler. Here's that sprinkler picture. See? That's the one on the grass. I just took it today. Dump it right on top of Exif Tool, and voila. There's all the data for that one. Okay. You guys really can't see much of it that far back. But it just, I don't know. It's got a lot in there. Okay. Now this file is bigger. This file is actually 5.1 meg. And I figured out why. This one's not zoomed at all.
Megapixel camera?
What?
Is it because it's 5 megapixel camera?
It could be. But no, I took both of them the same. But the Chevy Volt picture is 2.7 megs. The reason is, this one I was not zoomed at all, so it took full view. The Chevy Volt I was zoomed in actually does a digital zoom, so you're really only taking a picture of a smaller area. That's why it was smaller. So, without being zoomed, the picture's going to be larger. But I can zoom in with it.
But you can't be larger than, like a 5 megapixel. I couldn't take a 8 megapixel.
No, you can't. No. All right, we'll actually talk about Big Indy and all that stuff in another class. But so here's again, my flash was auto, did not fire, has RGB coloring. It's just kind of cool. So I'm assuming most of you have never seen this before. Okay, so
Not this program. This one's way better.
kind of, and it's free. I downloaded the new version today. Just type Exif Reader, download it off the web. It's like, this even tells you the version. This is version 8.89. Just download it today. There's Windows, there's Mac, there's Linux, there's whatever. So you can download those. Alright, everybody okay on how these pictures work? Other questions on there might be asking you things where you actually have to look at the pictures with your eyes rather than just the words. So,
Go through those.
yeah, there's only a couple questions like that.
What's the general theme of the pictures?
No, I didn't have that, by the way. I didn't have a general theme. Because really
That's a really cool car.
I was kind of, there was some dude back there in the car behind me wondering why I was taking pictures, I think.
You just took that today, didn't you?
Yeah, just today.
Because I saw that. I parked over there and I saw that Jeep over there.
Yeah, I just took it today. Well, let's find out. When did I take this darn picture?
You liar.
When did I take it? I took it at, where's the creation date? Come on. Oh, I gotta go up.
There it is, right down.
Yeah, 424 at 1608. Modified time, that's 6 o'clock. There it is, 1540. Right there, 1540.
You just, 1806 is when you open it.
Yeah, that's when I copied it up here. But wait a minute.
That's probably when you opened it.
Oh, yeah, it's just, yeah, you're right. It's when I opened it right now, yep. Because I just opened it now.
I heard
No, I rotated it. That's what I did, yeah.
some of these pictures, I heard like if you just take it, let's say I have to take it from my phone, download it to my computer, and I open it with some, like the Windows photo viewer, sometimes it'll alter a lot of data and change it.
It can. It definitely can. And there's really no easy way around that. And I'm going to show you something else while we're here. I'm going to bring up a website, maybe. Anyone ever use Flickr?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to show you. I'm going to sign into Flickr here. Maybe. I'm going to pause this while I'm signing in. Alright, okay, I'm back now. Now I'm going to upload a picture. Now I'm going to go upload.
Holy crap, this is a picture I took today.
Alright, I'm going to take this sprinkler picture. I'm going to dump it on here. So I took the sprinkler, I dumped it right into there, and I should be able... Where the heck is the upload button? Maybe I can't do it that way. Oh no, I can't do it that way. Darn it, hold on.
I don't understand the whole GPS thing.
That's hilarious.
GPS?
Well, I mean,
What?
yeah, you took the pictures, but,
My phone has a GPS built into it.
Yeah, the
Okay.
phone's have GPS.
Right.
so,
And what happens is it actually... My phone was imprinting in the picture in the
where
Exif.
you were.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like
and that's what your
geotagging.
point made,
Right,
that people took a picture and they
Right
weren't
there.
where they said they
my
were.
phone embeds
Yeah.
GPS.
But
You can turn it on and off like geotagging.
But the problem with that is, right, that you can turn it off. And it doesn't always update. Like, I use my picture to say taking pictures here for, you saw that.
Yeah.
But if I was to go home, grab my phone out, camera click real quick, and don't just stand there for a while with the camera
It'll
on,
take your
the
last
GPS won't update.
But it'll take your last position. No
Right, it'll say you took a picture here. So there's actually one of the pictures you're going to be looking at was not from where it was at.
Like on mine, I just pull down this little bar and see my GPS is on.
Yeah.
I can turn it off.
All right, now where is,
Stop
this
taking
is a
it.
very
If I
different
keep going and
interface.
Go 50 miles, it'll
Yeah.
take my last position.
Oh,
All right, anyone know how to go now that I've already uploaded it? Finished, great. I don't want to add one. I don't use this tool enough.
This is really cool. This is better than.
You've already used it one time too many.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta show you this picture. Recent uploads, there we go. There it is. Okay, this is that sprinkler picture we were talking about. Now in Flickr, you can also click over here, add photo to our
It just
map.
pulls the data.
It reads the data, and there it goes, Rose
That's pretty
State.
cool. Dell City.
because I was wondering how I was gonna add those locations to the map you gave us.
I mean, you can just use paint and make a dot with paint for all I
know
care.
on my phone in Google Maps, I can just type in GPS and then put a star on it. It'll save it on my map as a favorite, so that I can always go back.
Yeah, but see, yeah, that picture, obviously I took it Rose State, and it worked fine.
Google Earth.
All right.
Legend.
So this is Flickr. Picasa does it as well. Google Earth does it. There's lots of programs that do it. So,
Okay.
not all pictures have stuff. I don't think this one. I downloaded some random pictures. Does this one have one?
This is so cool.
No, this one didn't have one. This did not have a location. I think.
It has to be a smartphone with metadata.
Right. It has to. It stores the Exif data. Yes. Right. Come on.
That's so funny.
I know. it's
Some of 'em
just
are-
that- I was reading that.
very
and I
slow.
put low post full.
Yeah.
Guess what, fellas?
And this one didn't do it
I'm
either.
taking
So.
notes.
All right. But
I just saw what he posted.
I just had some random pictures up there that some had and some didn't. So, all right, everybody okay on how to do this? It's pretty simple. There's 20 pictures, there's 20 questions. But I want to log into D2L real quick.
There's pictures instead of pictures instead of pictures.
No, that was only on the last project.
Yeah, Taz.
Um,
I did
Whenever
that
you're
3
in a
times
hurry,
today,
get
too.
that. You know, when I was trying to get on there in a hurry, get off. Bad password.
come on. All right, let's go to forensics. I want to show you this project. I'm a couple of projects behind on grading your stuff. I'll get there. I was out all weekend. And then sick. Still kind of there. All right, preview Lab 11. Okay.
You got a 0 on all your things.
Yeah, I know. That sucked. All right, it says complete per the attached PDF. Quiz is worth 80 points. Map is worth 20 points. See where it says that? Oh, no one it says that preview. The quiz is attached. The quiz questions is attached. The quiz is not timed, but please save your answers after you answer each one. Like if you go in and answer one and close out your window, it's not going to save. You got to hit save, then you can come back in later. If for some reason you can't get back in later, let me know. I tried to call the guy to verify exactly how, but he wasn't around. So please save your answers. A photo may be used once, multiple times, or none at all. So even though there's 20 questions and 20 pictures, it doesn't always mean there's one per each. All right? Everybody okay on what you're doing? Pretty simple. I mean, it's just answering questions on this one. So again, you can open the quiz, take as long as you want. I have it set for 2 hours. But there's no way, at least I haven't figured out a way to make it any longer for you guys. Let me make sure. I just want to show you guys that it has no time limit set. Time limit is 120 minutes, but it's not enforced. You see that?
Yeah.
It's not checked, so you can leave it open for 8 days later. So, all right. And if you forget to submit it, well then
Do you always put a 5-minute grace period on your test?
it automatically defaults to that. I usually change it to 1.
I didn't know that.
It defaults to 5.
I'm always watching like 1 minute. You have less than 1 minute.
Yeah, it always does that. I usually change it to a 5. And also something I learned, which I'm not very pleased with. So this quiz is due at 5:40 on the 1st. Actually, as long as you start it by that time, you can go forever,
Oh, really?
which is bogus. But
Oh, thanks for letting us know that.
yeah,
Tips and tricks. Like,
yeah, but no, it's yeah. I was very upset when I saw a student took a test after the time period. Like, yeah, as long as they open it and don't pass the time limit. So it's open at 5:39 and set for 2 hours. They can go to 7:39. So the other day in the class, I set it for an hour earlier. I gave him for an hour on the quiz, and someone says, "But I got 30 minutes still. How come I can't start it?" I'm like, well, shit. So, all right. So that's what you're doing for Lab 11. Pretty simple. Go play with that stuff, and hopefully I'll have the Celebrite working for next lab. That'll be fun, Ewan.
That will be
Next
fun.
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. So, all right. And you're free to go. Go play with that, and pretty simple.
Fun.
Did you record